Welcome to our readers. This is Mrs. Falco here, and we are on lesson 13. And today we are going to be talking about the prefix un. And what does the prefix un mean? So our learning target is I can read any word beginning with un. So our materials and supplies that you will need today are your notebook and your pencil and pages 10 to 15 of the top 10 most disgusting facts about the human body, which I'll share at the end of this presentation. The prefix un. Un means not. Unhappy, for example, means not happy. Un, the prefix, as you notice, goes at the beginning of a word. Remember, a prefix goes at the beginning. We've been talking mostly about suffixes that come at the end of a root word and changes the meaning of that word. Today we're looking at the prefix un. And again, un, you add to the beginning of the word and it changes the meaning. So un means not, or the reverse of, or opposite of, such as untie. So here's an example of a shoe that's tied and a shoe that's not tied or untied. So on Monday, we looked at words that had the suffix able. That means to do something or can do something. Okay? So here are some base words, and we are going to add able, the suffix able, to that base word. For example, comfort becomes comfortable. Now we're going to take that word comfortable and we're going to add our prefix un, which means not, to the beginning of that word. So we're taking the base word, we're adding a suffix and a prefix, and we're going to get a brand new word. So comfort becomes comfortable. Adding the prefix un makes it uncomfortable, right? So for example, I was snuggled up on my couch, all comfortable. That means I was relaxed. I was comfortable, right? I was cozied up in that blanket. Uncomfortable means I'm not comfortable, okay? So if you take a look at each base word, I want you to say it. Then I want you to say it with able as the suffix. Then say it with the prefix un added to the beginning. So accept is the base word, becomes acceptable, and then unacceptable. Remark becomes remarkable, and then unremarkable. Desire, desirable, undesirable. Respect, respectable, unrespectable. Enjoy, enjoyable, unenjoyable. Reason, reasonable, unreasonable. Predict, predictable, unpredictable. Believe, believable, unbelievable. Avail, available, unavailable. Nice job reading those words with Mrs. Falco. Let's take a look at unenjoyable. What does unenjoyable mean? Well, it means it's not enjoyable, right? Let's take a look at an example. The book about spiders was unenjoyable. I didn't care to read that book. It was unenjoyable. What do you think unbelievable means? Take a few minutes and jot it down in your notebook. Please make sure in your notebooks that you're opened up to a brand new page. We're going to write today's date, which is Wednesday, 4/29. And this is Erla lesson 13. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Okay, and then right underneath, I want you to write, what do you think unbelievable means? Unbelievable Unbelievable. What does it mean? And then I want you to use it in a sentence. Okay. Great job. Turn and tell somebody that you're sitting next to, what do you think unbelievable means? And then use it in a sentence. We're going to continue reading the top 10 most disgusting facts about the human body. And what we're going to do, we're going to be reading pages 10 to 15. So we're going to be looking at 3 new characteristics. And as you're reading today, you're going to need that chart with the characteristics of the human body and your word work chart. Okay? Your job is you're going to be adding to that chart of traits or characteristics. So you're going to find a new one and you're going to add it to your chart. Okay? So last time and Miss Falco made a mistake. I should say read pages 10 to 15. Okay? So you are going to add to your chart. We looked at the trait bacteria and the gut covered with special material. You're going to add a new trait today. So you're going to learn 3 new ones. So I want you to pick one. What internal and external structures are involved? That means what part of the body, inside or outside, is involved with that trait. And how does that trait help keep the body healthy? And then what page did you find that on? Okay. You're also going to add to your word work chart some new vocabulary, some words with suffixes that we've learned so far, any 4-syllable words you come across, and any tricky words. So this is our chart that we have so far. So I want you to add to it today as you're reading pages 10 to 15. So I want to take a look at 2 new vocabulary words that you're going to need in your background knowledge as you're reading these few pages so that you can understand what the story is about. Gustatory means a sense of taste. Gustatory. So please write that vocabulary word down on your word work chart. Gustatory, sense of taste. Glands. Glands are an organ that makes something that is released in the body. So there's many different types of glands in our body, and you're going to be reading about one today. So glands, an organ that makes something that is released in the body. Okay. So here are the pages. You're going to be reading about the skin you're in on pages 10 and 11. Lend me your earwax on pages 12 to 13. And then do sweat it, pages 14 to 15. So make sure you pause the video at these pages so you can read it. So just to recap today, we looked at the prefix un, it means not. Not. So you should be able to read any of the words in these pages that begin with the word un. Okay. And your job today, your assignment, again, you're reading pages 10 to 15. And you're going to be filling in your traits of the human body chart with one of those traits. And then you're going to finish your word work chart. Any new words that you find with suffixes that we learned about so far, 4-syllable words, and tricky words. All right, boys and girls, you guys are rock stars. I can't wait to see your charts. You guys have a great Wednesday. And here's a challenge. Maybe you can get outside to complete your charts. It's going to be a beautiful day. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.